Hello and welcome. If you're new here, I'm Arkayla. I'm an alchemist, a shamanic healer and a channel. And every single week I offer free guidance for your week ahead. Today I'm going to do 3 readings. So if you want to intuitively choose a number between 1 and 3, and then simply go to the copy below the video, tap on your chosen number, and it will take you directly to your reading. And I'll see you there. If you chose number 1, what's coming through really clearly for you is something is collapsing or it's collapsed. You're either standing in the debris of something or you're in the process of letting something unravel, whether you want it to or not. There is a collapsing experience occurring. And what's coming through is let this happen. And if you're standing amongst the debris of something in your life that you felt was super important that has now come to an end or has dissipated for whatever reason, don't regret anything. Nothing's gone wrong. Everything is just as it's meant to be. This was a part of your life that was very valuable to you and helped you become a version of yourself that you would never have otherwise become. However, it's served its purpose. It's done exactly what it was meant to do. And you had to be fully committed to it in the way that you were in order for it to have the impact that it did on you and your life. But now it's time to shed it. And when I say that, I don't mean that you need to actively do anything. As I said, if you're in the debris of it, it's already done. However, if you're not quite at the point in which it's happened, but you can feel it unraveling, and whether that's a relationship with somebody, an experience at work or with your career or just within yourself, the invitation is to just let it go, let it unravel, let it be a part of your beloved past, and be safe in the knowing that you're already moving towards what is now meant for you. And there was no mistake made here. That's really, I think, the major message. There have been no mistakes. It might be hard on your pride, but that may be all. And that's okay, because our pride is too expensive. Our pride is often attached to outdated beliefs about who we think we should or should not be. And actually, you're being invited to really surrender and humble yourself to a force that has your most heart-led intentions and desires at the center of what it's doing. And so it's really inviting you to trust it. And actually, this experience is going to help you develop really profound trust in this life force, in the force of life itself. What some might call God or the goddess, mother, whatever terminology you have for universe, it's this force that's guiding you, that's enabling you to shed these parts of you that are no longer resonating with the dream that you're now projecting. You know, whenever I do a reading for somebody, all I'm ever able to tune into is your most potential outcome in that moment, and the highest potential outcome in that moment based on the energy that you are projecting in that moment. And so I can do a reading for you, and you might really not like what I say. And you might walk away and decide, no, that reality is not going to be mine. And change all these other things about yourself in order to avoid that reality. And therefore you change your future because you've changed your projection. You are the co-creator of your experience. You are co-creating with that divine life force energy. And when you allow yourself to be completely surrendered to and in trust with that force, life comes to you. And you, in your allowing, are co-creating. The ideas that come to you, you can agree with and say yes to. And just say yes inside your heart, and then the universe takes care of the rest. And so the invitation is to simply let go, to trust that this life force is working for you, and that somewhere along the line, you have decided in your heart to let this go, to reach for something else. And that's why this scenario is unfolding, because it's allowing space for this thing in your heart to be met, to be realized. So this deeper message of surrender and trust, and it's working for you, is really what's coming through here. And to not look upon the debris of what has been in any way as a sense of waste of time or shame or any of those things, because that's old energy thinking. Really honoring what has been, this experience that you're either allowing to unfold now or have just moved through, as powerful, as needed, as preparatory to help you get to this powerful place, this portal that you're now moving through. So the invitation for this week is to go within, to be humble, to really honor the not knowing, to allow life to guide you. And you can even say to the universe, show me the way. I trust you. Or if that's not true, I would like to trust you. Show me the way. And see what happens. Because the invitation really is, now we're in this beautiful new energy, to let it work for you and to test it, to call it in, to say, okay, you want me to play? I'm playing. Let's go. Show me the way. But then you have to give it the space to do that and not try to control the outcome. It's a beautiful week of growth, really, and real humility and trust. I wish you a beautiful week. Take care, and I'll see you soon. If you chose reading number 2, what's coming through for you is anchor in. It's time for you to lay down your roots. It's time for you to recognize your own stability. For a long time now, you've carried a lot of self-doubt, and it's really time for you to call the doubt into question, to see the doubt as the elephant in the room. I actually just spent last week at this incredible retreat, and I happened to do a card reading for a fellow retreat member, and as we came toward the end of the reading, she said to me, I just don't know what my masculine is, Arkayla. I don't know what that is. And I said, our masculine, as I have understood it, as I've come to understand it, it's the part of me that will catch that voice of doubt and say no. It's the part of me that will cheer me on. It's the part of me that will protect me from me if necessary. It's the part of me that creates boundaries, helps me say no to people, helps me find my strength. And I share this with you because that's really the message for this week. See yourself. See how strong you are. See how powerful your intuition is. Look at the choices that you've made. Look at where life has brought you. Look at who is now coming into your life. Look at what you are realizing, actualizing in your reality. Honor yourself. Honor yourself for the journey that you've taken and see who you are. You are powerful. You are strong. And the universe wants you to see this is who you are. Because now is the time for you to recognize the caliber of being that you are now, that you have embodied, irrespective of the journey you've been on. And to really see this in contrast to the stories of doubt that may have taken up space in your mind. These are so not relevant to you anymore. And what is really being invited is to call the stories out, to see them for what they are. This story that I need a partner to feel whole, or I need a certain amount of money, or I need a certain position, or I need to live in a certain place or have a certain home. These are the stories that keep you locked in a place of not enoughness. And it is that story that causes pain. I was talking to someone the other day and they were having a hard time because they were a widow and they really had got to a place where they were ready to move on and find a new love. And they were lonely. And they had been in this place for quite some time and felt a deep unfairness at not being able to move forward. And I pointed out to them, I said, you're sitting in a beautiful home. You're a woman in a chair. You've got money in the bank. You've got a beautiful view in front of you. You have an animal with you that loves you. There are so many things in your life that are offering you peace. And the only part of you that's causing pain is the thought that you don't have what you really need. And if you can create that perspective, if all of us can create some space between our reality, our truth, and this false thought or thoughts that create this discomfort, this unpleasantness, if we can create that space, if we can call those thoughts out and see them for what they are, then we can start to access peace. Then we can start to access truth. And I'm elaborating on all of this because at times your doubt has too much power over you. And what you're being told to understand is that your doubt is the elephant in the room that doesn't need to be there anymore. And the sooner you can see those thoughts and see them for what they are and honor them, thank you. You've helped me find my strength, my power, my courage, my self-belief, because they have. But now they can hang out, but they're not in control. And you are being invited to just enjoy who you are, who you've become, and let your feet stand firmly on the ground. Let yourself feel peaceful in where you are right now. You are offering greater stability to those around you than you've realized. The way that you live, the way that you operate, the way that you just naturally are in the world is your medicine. That's the gift, the medicine you offer to the people around you. Those who are lucky enough to watch you navigate life the way that you do. Whether they approve or disapprove is irrelevant. You're weaving magic in your presence. And let that be a sense of great comfort and joy to you, because that's what your guides want you to know. You're doing it all right. Back yourself. Really back yourself. Have a beautiful and empowering week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. If you chose number 3, there are a few things coming through. Firstly, rest. It's time for you to rest. And there's actually a reason for this, because your dream time is super important at the moment. There's a lot of information available to you through your dream time. You are opening up psychically, and your ability to receive information is becoming easier. And this is because you are opening energetically to receive information on multiple levels. Yes, through your dream time, but also you've opened the door to your instinct in some way. You've given it more credit, and that's really good, because you're going to start to get so much more guidance through your instincts. And of course, the way you do that is just asking yourself, how do I feel? And the more you follow your instincts, the more you follow the feeling, the easier it's going to get for you to trust yourself and trust your instincts, because they're all leading you in the right direction. There's something about your physicality, your body. It needs rest. And it also needs some level of purification, cleansing. I'm going to let you feel into what that looks like. But whether it's a diet of some sort or just taking a break, maybe going on a retreat. But there's a real invitation to listen to your body, because as you are opening psychically, your body is going through a change, your energetic body as well as your physical body. And so there's this multi-dimensional shift occurring. And this often makes you really, really tired. We all experience this differently. I can get really tired. It can really whack me out. And I just give myself permission to rest. You know, we've been really conditioned to feel that unless we're doing and producing, we're not valuable. And this is so damaging, because the reverse could not be more true. And you're encouraged to rest this week. You're encouraged to just be present with your dream times, be present with your feeling, be present with what is coming through intuitively for you, because it's golden. And there's such a big invitation for you at the moment to really get more familiar with your intuition, to really learn to trust it on a much deeper level, and to use it. That's a really big part of this, is listening to your intuition and creating the space to do that. And that's also why there's this invitation to rest, because in resting, in creating space to rest, you will have the opportunity to reflect and to listen more deeply to what's really emerging within you. So really beautiful week ahead of you. And I hope that it feels helpful and expansive. Have a beautiful time, and I'll see you again. Take care.